You've got mail.
Oh my God!
Hey everybody, welcome back, or actually, welcome for the first time to VGC Series 2, where today, I'm sure as you can already see, we've got a Showdown Salt Style video featuring Great Tusk and Orthworm. This was originally just going to be a Great Tusk team, that was going to be the focus, but I did a live stream yesterday building this team, and if you didn't know, I live stream on Twitch occasionally. I'm actually committing to streaming every Thursday from now on. So if you're free on Thursdays at 3 p.m. or so, Eastern Standard Time, hop on in. Catch me in the live streams on Thursdays on Twitch. Link down in the description. Anyway, it was gonna be like a regular Great Tusk team, right? And then somebody in the chat, my buddy Colton, was like, "Hey, you should use Orthworm on this team. It would fit." And I thought about it, and it sounded funny, so I did it. And it worked. So, really today, I'm presenting you this Orthworm team. Let's take a look at it really quick here. Alright, so first up we have Great Tusk. We're running Life Orb with Photosynthesis. Originally I was running like this weird like speed boosting Photosynthesis set. But it didn't really work out. I didn't have enough attack. I wasn't doing enough damage. So I switched the set up here to be slow. Or at least slower, and to be running like attack boosting. Running Protect, Close Combat, Earthquake, Rock Slide. I was going to run Booster Energy, but I realized that if you're not boosting speed, and you're going to boost like your offensive stat, there's no reason to run Booster Energy over Life Orb unless you like really don't want to take Life Orb chip. But essentially Life Orb does the same amount of boosting, and you don't have to give it up when you switch out. So I went with Life Orb instead of Booster Energy. Protect, Close Combat, Earthquake, Rock Slide. I'm not running Headlong Rush just because I needed Protect, and it was really the easiest move for me to drop from the moveset. Running Rotom Wash with Safety Goggles. And Terra Fire. This has been pretty handy, the Terra Fire. It's really nice for catching things off guard. And obviously, as you can see, there's a Torkoal on this team. We're running Sun, so that helps a little bit too. Discharge, Hydro Pump, Protect, Terra Blast. So we're running like some kind of like a Disquake thing. We don't get it up too often. Just because, you know, Rotom doesn't come to every game, Great Tusk doesn't come to every game. We have a lot of, like, options at our disposal here. But, you know, I mean, it's just, like, bulky Rotom. We got the Torkoal here with Charcoal and Drought, Eruption, Heat Wave, Yawn, and Protect. This is the Torkoal set I just run on everything. It works pretty darn well. You take an Earthquake from Dondozo, you know, so you get that Yawn off. If they're not Rest Talk Dondozo, you're in a pretty good spot. And also it just does huge amounts of damage. I'm running Terra Fire on this one because I don't really have a need for another Terra type. If I was going to run another Terra type, it'd be Terra Flying, so I can Earthquake next to the Torkoal pretty easily, and it also would help with that Dondozo matchup, but for the moment, we're just running Terra Fire for extra damage. One of the weird Pokemon on this team is Miss Drevis. I needed a better way to deal with Dondozo. You'll see there's like several versions of this team in the video. This is the one I ended up on. This is the one I liked the most, but there was a version with Bronzong. The Bronzong version pretty much hard lost to Dondozo. So I was like, okay, well, let me look at what Pokemon learn Trick Room and Perish Song. And really you got Miss Drevis, Miss Magius, Fluttermane, and Screamtail. And Screamtail's probably a good idea here. If you wanted to run Screamtail, I think probably it might be better overall. But I went with Miss Drevis because it has Levitate. And with the Eviolite, it's bulkier than Miss Magius. That was my thought process. You know, I mean, like I said, if you wanted to run Screamtail or Miss Magius, I wouldn't really be mad at you. I feel like either of those Pokemon would do this job about as well. To be honest, Screamtail might do the job better. But I just liked having the Earthquake immunity on the Miss Drevis. So, there you go. Sugar and Perish Song, Will-O-Wisp, Protect. We're not really running any damaging moves. We do have Will-O-Wisp and Perish Song to kind of like apply pressure to the opponent, so it doesn't feel too bad. We got Brute Bonnet with the Rocky Helmet. Again, I didn't want to run Booster Energy on this Pokemon because I feel like it's going to be switching in and out so much. It's a really good defensive pivot, so I didn't. We are attack boosting, so if we get the Sun Up or opponent sets the Sun Up, we'll be attack boosting, which is nice. Sucker Punch, Rage Powder, Spore, Seed Bomb. Brute Bonnet is just able to apply a lot of pressure in a lot of situations where some of our other Pokemon can't, partially because we have the grass coverage and the dark coverage, and partially because it does have a priority move, so that helps a lot. And then lastly, the star of the show here is Orthworm. Shedtail. Okay, so here's the thing. I thought Cyclizar was going to be good. Cyclizar, at least in VGC right now, is not very good. Orthworm is good. Orthworm is kind of consistent. Orthworm gets the Shedtail off, and the Pokemon coming in doesn't have to take any damage. So already Shedtail, Body Press, Bulldoze, Protect. The Bulldoze for a little bit of speed control. I think you could probably run a different move there. It's kind of a remnant from when I was running like a kind of a fast set on some things, but it is handy every once in a while still. The Body Press just does really consistent damage. You see, we're not really running much defense investment, but even with the little investment that we're running, you do chunks to anything that's weak to Body Press, which is really, really nice. And then the Shedtail, we give up half our HP, we set up a substitute, we switch to a friend in the back. Super great move. Especially setting up Trick Room. Like, Misdreavus Orthworm is the bread and butter of this team. You set up the Trick Room, you set up a substitute, you switch to, like, Great Tusk or Brute Bonnet or whatever in the back, and you just go off. Like, at that point, you have the speed control and you have a substitute. Like, what's your opponent going to do? You know? It's really, really cool. Really, really neat. Citrus Berry, after we do one Shedtail with the Citrus Berry, so we can do another one. And we're Earth Eater. And we can switch on our own Earthquakes to, like, heal up. Or, you know, if our opponent decides to click a Ground-type move. They don't really have a reason to. But there were a couple of situations where, like, I was facing a Great Tusk Mirror and my opponent decided to click Earthquake because Torkoal was on the field and we got free healing on Orthworm. So, that's the team, guys. I didn't talk about the Terra types too much. Hold on. Terra Water on Earthworm, obvious reasons. It's really good defensively for helping us deal with fire types. Terra Dark on Misdreavus resists all the stuff that Misdreavus is weak to. Terra Water on the Great Tusk for the same reason as Orthworm, kinda. Except we want to resist water, and this way we're not weak to Fairy. I was doing Steel, but I don't know. The Terra Water's just been working out better for me. Anyway, that's the team, guys. As always, if you liked the video, leave me a big fat like and a comment. Let me know what you think about Orthworm. I honestly am kind of in love with this Pokemon now. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe if you like this video at any point. I'm going to be making more content. If you want to see more content from me, the best thing to do is subscribe. And I don't know, ring the notification bell. Because when people watch for notifications, it makes me warm and fuzzy inside. Honestly, to think that somebody's got a notification, went, oh my god, Andy posted a new video, and like went and watched it, that's crazy to me. I don't know. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's jump back to the rest of the video.
You've got mail. You've got mail. Oh my God! You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail. Oh my God! Oh my God! You've got mail. You've got mail. Oh my God! Oh my God!